one and only Octobottom coming through with another video review. And on today's episode, thanks to the absolute incredible support of my Octobotomist Plus channel member, Void Toys 3D, we're going to be taking a look at something very special. Something that Void Toys 3D actually made himself. Knowing that Hasbro really hasn't done much for us when it comes to some accessories. I mean, yeah, they gave us an accessory pack, and that was absolutely terrific, but you also had to buy that Centurion drone, which, honestly, I didn't care that much about. I just wanted the extra accessories. So Void Toys took up the challenge and decided to make several really very cool ones, and he has a lot of other real good ones coming out fairly soon. I'm going to put this, this is the box that they came in, and I'm going to put this right here so that if you do want any weapons, accessories, or parts or anything like that, go ahead and contact them at voidtoys3d@gmail.com. All of these ones are designed based on that 5mm port, so you can kind of use these with other figures as long as they utilize that sort of hole and peg diameter. But these are primarily designed for what you see here. Like I said, there's some other really cool ones coming out, like for example, Sideswipe's getting his little pile driver weapons. Also, finally going to be getting a proper missile launcher for his shoulder cannon. Can't tell you how excited I am about that. But also some other really cool ones, like the speakers for Jazz. Every now and then he would have speakers come out from his back section in vehicle mode. He's doing those. He's also doing that winch and kind of hook thing that he used to save Optimus and Spike and Sparkplug when they were floating around in water. So a lot of really cool ones that are coming up. Starting off first, we're going to take a look at Ironhides. Now this I absolutely love. This is his drill weapon. We saw him use this, and we did get a version with that Centurion drone one. The problem, though, is if you go back and watch that episode, this is kind of more like a gun, what they gave us. And you can see it's all done in one color. This is actually a much longer section here that goes all the way back up to his elbow, which is far more cartoon accurate. Also, the base of it was black in the cartoon. That's the truth here. And then you have the drill section right here, which that's close to that one. You can also, if you wanted to, remove this, and you could probably plug that into somebody else's thing or whatever. But that is outstanding. Really very cool. Good detail on here. Now, this is all 3D printed stuff, so you know what you kind of are going to get when it comes to 3D printed sort of materials of very high quality. I mean, I don't feel like it's going to break really or anything. But you do get like those little lines that kind of happen with a 3D printer. It's not bad, in my opinion, really at all. And you can see he's actually got some pretty good detail kind of molded into it. But again, you can kind of see the little line work right there. That doesn't bother me really at all. You can see some nice detail there as well. But, I mean, I guess maybe you could sand. I don't know how that all works out, but I think that it's still perfectly fine. You could plug that into his hand or any of the ports that he has on there. You could do that as well. It's all a matter of personal preference. Now, his Hounds, Soundwaves, or anybody really, are all $8, which to me isn't bad. I mean, yes, in the Ironhide set, you are just getting that gun. But what's nice is that if you order any of the sets, he also includes 3 Energon Cubes. These are really cool. I love the texture on here. Actually gives it a very kind of reflective look, which I absolutely dig. So you get 2 that are just regular Energon Cubes. You also do get one that has a little bit of a handle there. So if you wanted to make it look like he's holding an Energon Cube, you can put that right there. And now he's holding an Energon Cube. So really fun. So every single set that you order will come with 3 of these. So in addition to the weapon, you also get these 3 pieces. So I feel $8 is pretty darn good, if you ask me. Plus, he offers free shipping, so you really can't go wrong with a lot of it. Now, coming on to Hound, this is one of my favorites. I absolutely love it. In the first episode of Transformers, Hound and Cliffjumper went looking for Decepticons. They found them, but they couldn't hear what they were saying. So Hound actually pulled out this little tiny, listening device from his forearm, and that's the piece that you get there. It's sculpted in this gray plastic. Great detail on here as well. Actually, when you look at the back, you got some really nice detail designed in there. They're really quite impressive. And you just, again, plug this into any of those 5mm ports, and boom, now you got that. Also, I love it. I love it. He has an extension for his shoulder cannon. That was great. I absolutely loved it. But it was not nearly as long as it should have been. Boom. Problem solved. Infinitely makes this guy look better. And like I said, I am super excited about getting that sideswipe one. That one is going to be one that's highly sought after for my personal collection. Now, the one that I have here for Soundwave, you could use any figure for this. A lot of times, Soundwave did it, or even Starscream, kind of. When Megatron would transform into a gun, somebody else would hold it, and that's what you have here. Now, the real cool thing about this, because a lot of these hands, you can't really push everything through clearly. So what Void Toys did was made this a top and bottom sort of thing. Now, this, you can remove the silencer bit, just pull that out like that. And then you have the gun. You can have them just hold it like that if you really wanted to. But again, great detail. This one, I don't know if he painted. I think he painted this. You can get some that are painted, some that aren't. But again, absolutely terrific. Really does have a very cool look to it. You got a little bit of a flash on there from the 3D printer. But really very sharp nonetheless. And again, you can knock that down. You can have them hold that if you really wanted to, which looks perfectly fine. Or you can go the full-on Megatron gun look, and that means plugging this on there. Or maybe does it go this way? Maybe it goes that way. Honestly, I don't remember how it actually goes. I'm trying to think. Well, that doesn't go all the way down. So maybe it, I think it's supposed to go like that. So you have that, and then you take this. And now, he does have some extra junk on the bottom section, so it does make it a little bit more complicated. But you put that right in there, and then you take this. Now, he had that extra long sort of handle thing. I don't know what it's called, the stock, maybe? You plug that in the bottom of the hand, and now you have that extra piece that comes out very much like his actual gun had in the show. I absolutely love that is ridiculously creative, in my opinion, to go that full kind of distance to make this really as accurate as he possibly could. I think that it's a terrific addition. And you can use that, like I said, anyone can kind of hold it as long as there's the space on the bottom section to do it. But I just thought it would be fun to have Soundwave holding Megatron, because why not? And again, $8 for that. You get that, and you get the Energon Cubes as well. And then finally here is the most expensive set. This set is $20. But again, Energon Cubes are included, and this is Megatron. Now, this was a great figure. This is the this is the Earthrise Megatron. But as you can see, one of the very iconic sort of things with Megatron, and even Optimus Prime, was the Energon Axe and the mace. Oh, I just pulled that out. No, that's supposed to stay in there. But this part right here, as you can see, has a little post on here that can plug into that. All you have to do, really, for this guy, you got his hand right here. Take his hand, plug that back in there. Then you just take this, you plug this on the outer section, covers up the front bit right here. Looks like it's kind of coming out, and boom, you have his mace. Absolutely terrific. Great color on this as well. A very metallic purple that does have a very nice shimmer to it. You can see all these are individual chains, so you can whip that around. I mean, that's not locked into place and a static piece. These are a little pointy, so be careful with it. That right there is absolutely terrific. I love that. Just absolutely gorgeous. You can also see another accessory. Now, with Soundwave, he came with this. Obviously, this is a gun, but it plainly was meant to go on the back of him here to make it look like he had that barrel thing in the G1 cartoon. So Void Toys gave us one. As you can see, a nice gray piece that does nicely resemble the barrel of a gun. And you plug that in right there. And now you have that much more accurate look. I absolutely love that. I mean, this is how I had it displayed for the longest time. Now I don't even need this. That just takes it to a whole nother level. But you can see that these pieces are considerably bigger. This is a bigger piece. This is a much larger piece. A lot more parts going into this with the chain and all that kind of stuff. So this set does run you $20. But again, you get the Energon Cubes. You get this. You get this. But also, he included parts to fill in the inside of his legs. You got a couple different little sections here that fit here perfectly where the gaps were. So like you take the little round section, you're going to put that right in there. And then you just clip that in. Hold on, let me get it. There we go. Give that a nice little squeeze. Oh, wait, no, do I have it lined up? No, I didn't have it lined up. There we go. Give it a nice little squeeze, and it's in there securely. That, again, absolutely terrific. It just really does a nice job of filling that in. One thing that I would, if you guys are thinking of different ideas, different things that he could come up with, I would all day long love to see if he could redo the feet on this. I don't know how he could. I mean, that just pegs in there, I think, doesn't it? That's not an actual pin. I think that just, yeah, oh yeah. I mean, these were absolutely ugly in the vehicle mode, if you remember from that review. Absolutely atrocious. So maybe he could give us some new feet for that. That would be cool as well. So again, if you can think of any ideas that he's needing to do, really, or you want done for your collection, that would probably be something that other people would want, hit up Void Toys 3D, voidtoys3d@gmail.com. 100% would recommend these. They make every single one of these figures stand out so much better than before. You know, the drill weapon is a lot more accurate. Love the colors on it. That is fantastic. The extra accessories for Hound really help to bring this character. Even if you don't have the little listening device, that is a huge improvement in my opinion. The gun, you can use Megatron with any of the characters. Like I said, I just pulled out Starscream, and all the extra bits here for Megatron absolutely make this guy look a million times better. Also, like I mentioned, he's got some other really good ones coming out with Jazz and Sideswipe. So hopefully he can do a lot of good. And hopefully you guys are willing to check him out. Like I said, I think the price is actually pretty decent considering all of them come with the Energon Cubes too. So again, that's voidtoys3d@gmail.com. If you are interested in any of these sets, I'm also going to put a link to his Etsy store down in the video description. That's going to be the best place to go to pick up any of these. But if you do have any suggestions, absolutely, guys, email him. He seems more than willing to entertain all sorts of different ideas. But there you go, guys. My look at the Void Toys accessory upgrade sets. Once again, I want to send a huge shout out to Void Toys. Not only is he an Optibotimus Plus channel member, he helped to make this review entirely possible. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. Remember, if you like this video and would like to show your support, you can do so simply by hitting that thumbs up button. That one very small gesture really does go a long way towards helping me out, and I would really very much appreciate it. Or if you want to take things a little bit further and become a member of Optibotimus Plus like Void Toys, all you have to do for that is click on that little join button right down there. And finally, remember that the real trouble with the world is that too many people grow up. Thank you for watching and taking the time to be a kid.